Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Last time, we obtained the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, and in this part, on our way to the Forsaken Fortress, I am making a pit stop at Mother and Child Isle. But Roxas, why? Well, we're gonna finally deal with these cyclones now that we have the Hero's Bow. So, have your Hero's Bow out and go near one of these cyclones, and I can show off what happens. Please note, you need to take a picture of this person if you want to get a figurine, because Cyclos, brother of the Wind God, comes. So what we have to do is we have to shoot Cyclos 3 times with the bow. So I'm kind of not doing too good. That's 1. Let's go for number 2. It's 2. And at this point, I just start rapid firing, because I'm getting too close to the cyclone. And there we go. Hit him 3 times, and the cyclones dissipate, and we're gonna finally learn ourselves one of the most useful songs in this game. So, let's play it. And with this, we have learned the Ballad of Gales. With this song, we are able to traverse the Great Sea a lot easier, because this is pretty much our song of soaring for this game, which is great. So, just call on his cyclones anytime. This only works when you're inside boats. Keep that in mind. You can't warp just Link. You need to be inside the King of Red Lions in order to warp. But, there we go. So, why don't we test this out, shall we? It's also a really nice song. I really like it. So, as you can see, you can warp to Mother and Child Isle, Dragon Roost, Windfall, Tingle Island, Great Fish. You can go to the Southern Fairy Isle, Forest Haven, Outset Island, pretty much all the major places in the game. But why Mother and Child Isle? Well, I'm going to show off a missable cutscene, actually, right now. Ganon can wait. I have cutscenes to show. Ganon can wait. Yes. I shot a guy with arrows and he taught me a song. Very well. So, the Queen of the Fairies doesn't want to see us just yet. So, let's get the heck out of here, shall we? I love the Ballad of Gales. It's so helpful. So, let's head now to Tingle Island. So then we can end up swimming all the way over to the Forsaken Fortress, which, don't worry, I'm going to be cutting to. I'm still going to be cutting, but this ends up making my life a lot easier to have the Ballad of Gales. You do need to have it in order to beat this game, so keep that in mind. So, wind's going to the northwest. There's Tingle Island. And our next stop is going to be the Forsaken Fortress. So, let us get our sails out, but what am I doing? What am I doing? I could have sworn I was just going up north. Am I going to Windfall, really? Oh no, I remember what I was doing. I had some pictures in my camera that I needed to turn into figures before we end up going to the Forsaken Fortress. Now's when I end up cutting to the Forsaken Fortress. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to cut out my trip to Tingle Island. But here we are again at the Forsaken Fortress. Looks like the lanterns or the searchlights are back up, which is going to be just oodles of fun. And he's got cannons now. So now we get to deal with cannons. So, let's go over this way. And time to go knocking on the door. By knock, I mean kaboom. Then let's also get rid of these cannons. They're annoying me. Ha! Got one. But I kind of got shot myself, so not too smart, Roxas. But here we are again at the Forsaken Fortress. This time, we're gonna get our sister back. Well, yeah, we kind of blew up the door. All right, so let us go. First, crack some skulls. Get a little bit healed because we have a mini boss coming. Huh, what are these things? I don't know, but it looks like we don't get thrown into prison now. Oh my god. It's Phantom Ganon! Looks like we gotta play some tennis. But first, we get a picture of him. Looks like I need to waste one of my fairies because I need my tennis racket. And I need my camera. So, first things first, let us get our picture of Phantom Ganon. You don't need to worry, Phantom Ganon does reappear. He is an unmissable trophy, but it's better just to get him right now than it is later. Also, his sword hurts like the dickens. So, let us... There we go. Ow! That hurt. Let's try and get one more, but first things first, fairy to heal us up. Tennis time! I love that they included this. All right, so that takes care of that. So let's get up to him and stab him in the face. I'm gonna stab you with my big old knife. It's not the same as a tiny knife like a tonberry. There we go. That's a better picture. That's a way better picture than any of the other ones I took. So let's play tennis again. Doop. 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 So why hasn't Link been included in any of the Mario Tennis games yet? Because he clearly knows how. Also, that frame drop. Yeah, Phantom Ganon's smoke cape causes the frame rate to really drop in this game. And I think it doesn't help also that my game is scratched up a bit. So, yeah, Phantom Ganon. He's an interesting boss. I like him. He's a lot easier than the one from Ocarina of Time, but there we go. So, time to stab him with my big old knife, and there we go. That takes care of Phantom Ganon. Thank you. I was tired of my frame rate dropping. Ooh, a chest. I wonder what we're getting. We're getting one of the most useful items in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we obtained the Skull Hammer. Set it to pretty much bash things. Pretty much this will allow you to stun enemies, flatten enemies, or even better, hit those little pegs that we saw from beforehand and get rid of them. So let's get rid of these bad photos of him. And there we go. That's a pretty good photo. So we've got ourselves some mini blins to deal with. Mini blins will start spawning all over the place, and I hate them. I hate mini blins so much. Die. with a heart. Any other mini blends? I hear them! I hear them with their little nippings and their ninit, 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 ninit. I hate mini blends. But let us get out our skull hammer and see how well the mini blends do against this thing. I also love it because this hammer is literally as big as Link. Nice. Again! Yep, it flattens mini blends. So, with the skull hammer, actually, I could leave this area right now and go to the Fairy Isles to upgrade my bow, because you needed the skull hammer in order to access the remaining fairy islands. But we're not going to be doing that. We'll be doing that later in one of the bonus parts. For right now, we have story. Oh, we've got a bokoblin. Let us pull out our grappling hook. Mine. Die. Die. Sadly, it doesn't flatten bokoblins, but it is still pretty good. And it looks like we need the Deku leaf, of all things. Haven't needed this for a while. All right. Huzzah! 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 I love this hammer. Seriously, the skull hammer is so great. I wish this was incorporated with Link inside of Smash Bros, but it's not. And it's such a waste that it's not incorporated with Toon Link. I love the skull hammer. It's so great. I like it better than the Megaton hammer from Ocarina of Time. Although you can't really do a glitch like how you could in Ocarina of Time, where you pull out the sword at the same time. But let's go across. Pretty much, if you hadn't picked up the piece of heart from this dungeon, quote unquote, yet, then you can still go back to do that, since you know, don't get thrown into jail anymore, since now we can deal with all the enemies. But luckily, we don't have to. Alright, and we got some moblins right here, which is perfect, which means I can get myself some more skull necklaces. Ow. Oh yeah? Well, I've got something big too. It's a hammer. Smashy, smashy! 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 I love this hammer so much. It's so much fun. Seriously, and I love the design of it too. It's just so cartoony. All right, so let us deal with this. Steal his skull necklace. Use our master sword to take care of this moblin. Hammer! It is my mighty Mjolnir. My mighty Mjolnir. Only I don't have to be worthy, and that sound. That's the sound of a floor master. Oh, we'll be dealing with those later in the game, ladies and gentlemen. But for right now, I ain't dealing with them. All right. So, getting closer to where our sister is. Keep going on up. Mini blends everywhere. I hate mini blends. But here's one thing I forgot to do. Roxas forgot to get rid of the lights that are around here. It's a good idea to get rid of the lights, because they don't just, you know, get you in trouble anymore. They also point to the cannons that are inside this place. And the cannons will launch at you. This will be a very bad thing for me. Why? Well, you'll see. You'll see. So, let us sidle our way across. Still think it was meant to be slide, but they probably just didn't have enough space. So sidle it had to be. All right. Heading on over. And I hear mini blends, but more importantly, cannons. And kaboom. All the way down to the bottom. And I didn't set up my statues, so I decided to cut ahead just so then I don't have to show me taking out the searchlights again. It's the same thing. It's still a bokoblin that's in charge of them, so no worries. So let us get to the end of this after we sidle our way across. And we are rapidly approaching the end of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So pretty much. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be tackling the trials of this place and getting our sister back. See you guys next time.